Hello! I started making soap without even filming because I've been making a few soaps and not filming them because they're just plain soaps. They have no patterns. One colour, one very muted colour. But anyway, I needed to make something nice. So I'm remaking a soap, kind of, that I made once before. But no one ever got any of it because, well, one person got all of it because they bought the whole 10 bars of it. So I thought, I'm going to remake this. Plus, I love this scent. So it's one of my own blends. I call it Coconut Crazy. It's tropical coconut and something else from Aroma. I can't remember what it was. So I know once this bottle runs out, I'll never be able to make it again because I'd have it written down somewhere, no doubt. But in the original one, there was a layer of black and there was a layer of gold, melt and pour, and then a layer of black. Well, I'm not going to do the melt and pour because melt and pour, when you put it inside cold process soap, then when you use it, they use differently. So your bars go all wonky in the shower. So I'm just going to do a gold layer in the middle of the soap, just using gold mica, but I'm just going to use probably all of it. Not even probably. There's not very much there. Yeah, I'm going to use all of that, and so it's not going to be particularly gold. So, but anyway, and I won't put any fragrance in it because I think this fragrance discolours. I'm pretty sure it does actually. And if you want something fairly similar, the Aussie Bum from Ilux smells pretty much bang on. So let's give this a whiz. Okay. Yeah, it's 9:45. I think I'm pretty done for today. I'm pretty done in general. I haven't had the internet for a week now, and it's just it's just the things that are so hard to do on your phone compared to on the computer, like friggin' everything. I don't like using my phone for things. I just don't. I can't, because I've got shitty eyesight anyway. I can't see as well, and like I'm one of those people that saves all their logins on their computer. So I've got to go and try and find all my friggin' passwords, and just no. It's so hard to do. But I don't really have any choice because the friggin' modem didn't come today. Today was Friday, so I guess I don't have any internet now until friggin' Monday. Hopefully someday. Dennis, my postie, did say that Ozpost were working on Sundays, and by the looks of it, Star Trek, because they're owned by Ozpost, have taken the package down to Yamba, which is where the Ozpost main post office is. Anyway, I'm very cranky about it, but I'm also like, I just don't give a shit anymore. It's been a week and I'm over it. It's just, you know, I mean, someone tried to say, oh, it's the NBN, this is what happens. No, and you know, I turned around and said, it doesn't have to happen. It shouldn't happen. And I said, and the tech told me that it's happening more and more, so things are going wrong. If they just put in the correct NBN to begin with. Anyway, I'm going to mix this. Now I'm giving that a really good mix, and I'm using my stick blender because activated charcoal has a tendency to leave little grainy bits if you don't stick blend it. So, I mean, if that's the look you're going for, it's great. But it's not the look I'm going for. Anyways, these black airs now. That's alright, I got 2 left. I'm using the brand new ones. These were the brand new ones that were supposed to get painted and sold to you guys. That never happened. Like most of my projects that I say are going to happen and then never happen. Because apparently I think I have the capability to do everything, when in actual fact I don't. needing to learn this. Like I can do the, I probably should put some fragrance in this, but first day, the cheese is wept. Oh dear. I don't know what I was going to say. I have the knowledge and the talent to do the things. I just don't have the time to do the things. And sometimes the will. I sometimes lack the will. Alright, I'm going to just take this over to the scales because I couldn't be asked measuring it in a container. It's just easier to do it on the scales. I have made this once and it was a very long time ago. I do not know how this behaves. It's gone that white, so... Oh god, that smells good. I do believe that's just my bubbles. Yep, that's my bubbles. This smells so good. It's so coconutty. This is also very loose. Okay, this is not going to work quite how I planned, but we'll just leave that over there for a minute. Actually, no, we won't. What we'll do is we'll pour some in here. Oh, wow. Not sure what I'm doing. It's been a very long day. I'm very cranky, so you're just going to have to deal with it, I'm afraid. That's just the way it is. My brain is non-functioning. When I told Keely I was going to go soap angry, she said, oh great, lots of high horses. I said, no, I'm not going to film anything. And here I am filming, but I'm not high horsing. Kind of, but not a lot. Not like I normally do. Not quite as high. I am absolutely disgusted with Star Trek though, because I mean this is not the first time they've done this when they've had something on board for delivery and then it didn't turn up for 4 days. And Grafton is an hour away. Not once did I ever get an explanation for that. And when I rang the lady this afternoon, she said, oh yeah, no, it's on board for delivery. I said, yeah, I said that last time too. She said, oh, and what happened? I said, it took 4 days to get here. Oh, I don't know how that could happen. I said, no, neither do I, and yet it did. She was pretty nice, but she tried ringing the depot so they could ring the driver. No one answered because it was 4:30 on Friday afternoon. So they've all just gone, yeah, it's beer o'clock, we're off, and that's the end of it. And I don't get a modem now until whenever. It's not that bad a colour anyway. I used Resplendent was the gold, and Cotton Candy was that a bit of that pinky colour that I put in. If I did that on camera, I'm not even sure that I did that. Did I do that on camera? I don't actually think I did. Who knows? Am I doing this on camera? Kind of. I'm pouring on the back of the spatula so it spreads out and doesn't put a dip in the middle. This is a very, very thin layer, so I'm moving down fairly quickly. It's actually not a bad colour. I quite like that, considering I'm not a fan of brown. Really? Anymore? Used to be. Not so much anymore. I'm terrible. I told my white label lady she was gross today. She said, can you do a soap brown? I said, you're so gross. And I realised, I thought about it afterwards, I thought I probably shouldn't have said that, but she laughed, so she's pretty nice. So I said to Kurt, I really do have pretty wonderful customers. I really cannot complain about my customers because you guys are all pretty friggin' awesome, so there's that. That's the one good thing. You're all pretty awesome. Which is nice, you know. It's nice to know that a business has sort of spawned good customers. Now this is where things will go wrong. Because this is so heavy and thick, even if I pour it on the back of the spatula, it's probably still not going to do what I want it to do, and it's probably just going to push out that layer from underneath it because this is so thick and heavy. As much as I want it to do it, it probably won't. You can see, I don't know, yeah, you can see how this sort of dips down and then you've got brown up here. It's because this is too heavy. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it will disappoint me when I cut it tomorrow, but there's really not much you can do about that. If I had thought about it, I probably would have made this in 2 different layers, but because I have only made this fragrance once, I had completely forgotten what it would do. I mean, it's reasonably well behaved. Like, it's thickened up, but it's not thickened up so bad you can't work with it. It's just not something that should have been put on top of a liquidy layer. So I probably could have mixed up I'll say brand because it's not a gold layer by any stretch of the imagination. I should have thickened the brown layer with this stick blender, and then it probably would have worked a little bit better. Oh well, next time I still won't know that because I won't go back and watch the video and I never take notes, which I really need to start doing. It's like, you know, I made those awesome password books for Wickedly Inked because I need a book that just has passwords in it. Because I have a book that just has actually I have 3 books that have passwords in them, and I want to consolidate everything, which is why I made those, and I've just never made one for myself. I made 4 for someone else the other day, but no, none for myself, because this is the way things happen. Alright, so I'm just going to do a normal, you know, pulled up top, just because I just want to give it just a little bit of texture, because we're going to put sprinkles on. So, you know, we want to have room for them. And what I need to do is, because I've just poured these in, they're all one on top of the other, so I'm just going to put them in here and mix them up so we get all different ones, and then I'm just going to go just stupid with them. So there are stars, hearts, and confetti in gold. So, and just a tiny little amount, and that's, I mean, this is way too many. But if I paid for these, I'd probably be a little bit more thoughtful because I made them. I just don't care. But yeah, I mean, you saw that that little container wasn't even, it was almost full. And we still have half left, I'd say, at least. And that's how many sprinkles you get out of one of these these little containers. And that does not fill a bottle. So you do get a fair amount of sprinkles in a bottle. I mean, I'm not saying you can't use them all in one go. If you want to use them all in one go, go for it. But they will do multiple soaps if you, even if you just go ham like I am right now and doing even more, because I don't even care. The last time I did this, it had gold skulls on it. Again, they would melt and pour. But I mean, the amount of rain and the amount of humidity at the moment, I don't want to even look sideways at melt and pour, so that's not happening. Alright, so yeah, so I use probably 3/4 of that container now. Let's do, what shall we do? Let's do this one. This is the Hollow from Aussie Soap Supplies. When this runs out, I won't be getting any more, because they have a minimum order of $40 and I wouldn't buy anything else from there anyway. So that'll be the last of that when it runs out, which is a pity. I'm sure I can find something at Heirloom anyway. I'm not overly worried about it. I mean, a minimum spend is pretty rude. That bothers a lot of people. I mean, I literally don't know anywhere else that does this. Anywhere else that does that? I mean, there's got to be other places that do that, but I'm not thinking of anything off the top of my head. I know Craft Online doesn't have I don't think has a minimum spend, or it might actually, but they have free shipping over $50 or $60, and I nearly always make sure I've got enough things in my cart for free shipping, which generally I don't even think about. But for some reason, craft online, I always, probably because it's craft stuff. That's, I mean, really, is there any other reason why I would spend a lot of money there? I mean, they're really good service too. They're really nice people. And there's another craft place, I can't think of the name of them. Scat Cat. They're really good for craft stuff, like for silhouette and things like that. Alright, I shall bring it up. There you go, it's all pretty and sparkly. You can see all the different sprinkles. I did say I was going to start using my own sprinkles. Some of them are loose. Once this is set up, I'll tip it up and a few of them will fall off. And probably tomorrow when I cut it, a few will probably go pa-ching. But I think that's quite nice. Alright, I'm going to take her photo for Instagram. That's her spot right there. Or did I bring the phone down? Oh yes, I did. Alright my friends, I will see you momentarily for the cut. Ta-da! Oh. Bye! Hello, we're here. You're way, way far away. There you go. How's that? That's a bit better. Let's see if we can get that to focus again. There we go. Okay, I'm not going to cut this on its side because these will just probably just ping off. And I don't care. That's my attitude today. I just don't care. I don't care. Okay, so, oh wow, the shimmer in that is real. Let me just clean up my mess here. I don't know if you can hear Boogly run around up there. He's like an elephant. Someone who weighs so little is ridiculous. Alright, so let me just bring that in close. And we'll focus it up. And then, let's see if I can show you the actual shimmer in the gold. You see that? That's a cotton candy. Although I think Resplendent does it as well. So, I mean, we lost a few of the sprinkles, and occasionally they're falling off, but I'm surprised as many stayed on as they did. Of course, the fingerprints, I should have had gloves on with black soap. The middle line is not straight, but we expected that, so I'm not perturbed by it at all. I quite like it. The fact that it has that, okay, there's a few more. And the fact that it has that beautiful shimmer is, you know, it makes up for it. We had a bit of a issue as we were cutting here. But yeah, that shimmer is just, are you getting that on the camera? Okay. Every single one is just going to drop some. I've been making a lot of soap, but you guys don't want to see it because it's boring. It's just plain soaps in plain colours, no swirls, no layers, no anything. So, in a beautiful sense, just plain soaps. So, it would only be just me yakking on. And I like to get, and I can actually get them done pretty quick if I just get in, get them done and move on. I made 12 soaps yesterday. The only problem is I only have 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 moulds. So I can't do it every day because they need time to saponify. So like they're sitting over there, I've taken them out of their boxes but they're still in their moulds. Although honestly I made them before I made this one, so this was the last thing I did last night, which was at 10 o'clock I think. And then it's now 3 o'clock the next day, so they should be fine to come out, but because they're not for me, I just want to leave them in there as long as possible. So I'm probably going to go back upstairs and do a few more things and I won't come back down and cut them until, I don't know, probably like 9 or 10 o'clock, just to give them those couple extra hours. And that way they're not going to be soft on the edges. Not that it matters, because I edge and stamp all her soaps anyway, so. But yeah, I think this turned out really, really nice. It's nothing like the last one. It smells the same, but it's an homage to the last one. It's not exactly the same, and I'm fine with that, to be honest. I may as well leave this out, I guess. So a bit of tussar silk, maybe. Could be. Sometimes you get that. If it hasn't dissolved completely and it's still in your soap, get some. It'll wrap around your wires. It doesn't not dissolve very often though, so that there was a lot of double negatives and stuff in that sentence. Alright, that's it. I quite like that. I'm thinking that will make a really nice photo, actually. I'll just move that over to there. No, actually better there. Alright, well, I'm going to leave it at that, and I will see you for the next one.